guys, welcome back. We are inside the sawdust shed at the sawmill because it's too windy outside to tarp over the truck. It's crazy. But it's nice in here. Now I have to crawl on top. By the way, if you're new here, thanks so much for joining us. Took us 25 minutes. We got 2.63 tons. That guy's like, why is she videotaping? It was actually a couple days later. We got sawdust, came home. I don't think we did much for the rest of the day. I don't really remember. I don't think we did anything, but we did have a couple calves born and I wanted to show you guys one of them. So I filmed a little bit yesterday of them. So I'll insert that now so you guys can see that. Wanted to show you guys that cow that I was just milking. This is her calf. And she's actually Poppy's mother. I don't know if you guys remember Poppy. She's over at the heifer barn right now, but she is the only other calf that we've ever had that's this color. And their mother is the same cow. So apparently she's the only one that's capable of having these gray belteds. But this one's a boy, so you can't keep this one. But he's pretty cute. Problem is, he's got to wake up because he's got to eat. Hey, sweet pea, you got to wake up, honey. It's time to eat. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. That is a cute face. What do you think? So I was wrong. We did do something yesterday. So we actually had to get new inflations, and we did get them. We switched brands. So usually we go with Milkrite. I think it's like 01 AULT, not Milkrite, Ultraliner. I think they're the same thing. We usually get those, but instead this time we got De Laval, and we got these ones. So we took one of our liners along with us to make sure, because this is a 10 millimeter hole that they go onto, you know, like the tube that they connect to. This part right here on the claw is 10 millimeter, and that's kind of weird now, a weird size. They're older claws, so we took one with us to make sure that that was right. But what we didn't check to see if it was right, also we made sure it was narrow bore, so, you know, cows with a smaller teat, that's a narrow bore one. So we got that, and we made sure both of those were right, but we didn't check, because we didn't think it would be a problem, and we've never run into this before, is they don't fit in our wash cups. So obviously that's not gonna work, washing them, and they don't even sit in there. I mean, like, you could just pull it out with one finger, so that's clearly not gonna work. So we have to take all of those back. Thank goodness we didn't put them on before we checked. I don't know why we were trying to put one in there, but thank goodness we did that before we put them all on. So now we have to return this on Monday. It's Saturday right now. So we gotta return all 24 of these and get the right one in the De Laval. And hopefully, I mean, these ones seem like they're a better rubber, honestly, but they just won't work for us. So gonna hang those right there for now. And note to self to always check that next time. We never had that problem. When we switched to the Clover, I think, they had a bigger tit cup holder that we had to buy, so we replaced all of the wash station ones. But that was much bigger, so they wouldn't fit in those either. So yeah, basically we got those for no reason. We were already out and about anyway. I think Brent wanted to talk to you guys real quick. You guys are gonna be seeing this video tomorrow, so there's probably not gonna be much to this video. Like I said, we just haven't been doing anything. It's been cold again. This morning was -6, no, -4. I don't know, it was cold. And today was 30, but it didn't seem very warm. I don't know, the wind wasn't blowing either. It just seems like the cold has gotten into everything, and it's gonna take a while to thaw out and actually feel warm, if that makes any sense. We gotta get milking, it's nighttime. But like I said, I think Brent wants to talk to you guys about mowing machines. We've been looking around. You guys know, we've looked at a Vermeer, a John Deere, 2 Case Internationals, those ones were used. And also we looked at a used Dutz Alice, I believe, which is really, really quite old, but Brent wanted to tell you about that. So he's out getting bales right now, and when he comes back, we'll talk to him. Brent just parked by the fuel tank because I'm pretty sure he's almost out of fuel. It's milk pickup day, so I've got to rinse the tank. I think Brent washed it, so I've got to rinse everything out of there, so I'm gonna do that right now. I've said this before, but I actually have to stand on top of the step stool, like on the rung that is just to grab it with, because I'm too short to even see this back. Alright, so Brent just went in to get some tea. It seems weird to say that, not coffee, but he just went in to get some tea. And we're gonna have that, and then we'll sit down and chat with you guys for a minute. And then we'll get into milking, because the girls are angry. Hi. They're all like, we just finished our feed. Somebody commented in one of the last videos, said Like, if you want them to make milk, why don't they have any feed in front of them? They finish it throughout the day. We would love to be able to give them more feed so that they always had feed in front of them. But that's not possible this year with the drought that we had. We have to make sure that we conserve our feed because everybody had a drought and nobody has extra feed. So it's not like we can just go out and buy more feed for the cows. It's very, very hard to find, and if you can find it, it's very, very expensive. I mean, we have bought some, obviously, and we probably could buy some more, but we just can't give them what we'd want to give them. They're not starving just because they ran out of feed. I mean, like, people don't have food in front of them all the time. So because they ran out of feed, like, probably, I don't know, like 2:30 an hour without feed in front of them, definitely not gonna kill them, right? Yeah, I said better than that, running out of feed and then we do starve to death, right? So long story short, that's why they don't have feed in front of them all the time. Like every other year, we would love to, but we just can't. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
You wanted to tell him?
Oh, we missed out on a nice little mower. It was a used, because it was used, it's an old Dukes Alice, either a 9 or 10 foot cut dish mower.
It was in perfect condition.
It didn't look bad for how old it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look like it'd been used a lot. It's probably back in the 70s, early 70s or mid 70s probably.
You think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that old.
Maybe 80.
It certainly doesn't look that old.
No, it hadn't been used much, but.
No. Still had paint on the.
I know.
You know, on the turtles.
I went over and looked at it, and we called the guy, found out who owned it, and he said somebody already put a payment on it 6 months ago and never came back for it. So it was looking pretty good, like we might get it. But then he called up the guy who put the down payment on it, and he said, "I'll be right down tomorrow and pay." So.
But it would have been the perfect backup mower, just in
all.
case something happened to ours, and we could still actually mow.
Yeah.
But they sold that. So. But then we looked at that Vermeer, and that was like insane. That. We don't know how much that one was.
No, that was a side.
That was a side one, but the center one they had there was 60-something thousand.
Yeah, this is probably at least 55, I bet you.
But I think we've narrowed it down. If we absolutely had to buy a new one, it would be a John Deere S350.
Yeah.
It's
11 and a half foot cut, side pole.
Side pole. It comes with tine conditioners. I think you can get whatever conditioner you want, but the one we saw had tine conditioners.
Yeah.
And it has 7 or 8 turtle shells. I think it's 8.
Yeah.
It's 11 foot.
Just a standard hitch.
Standard hitch. You just back up, drop in a pin.
Drop a pin. I don't like these extended ones with a swivel, all that.
Yeah, ours is a pain in the butt to hook up.
Yes, it is. It takes 2 people to hook it up.
But it's like the perfect mowing machine. It's 11 foot 6-inch cut, and it's like what, like a foot bigger than ours.
Yeah, about a foot.
About a foot bigger than ours. It's the perfect mowing machine, but it's like $50,000. So.
Yeah.
But if we actually had to do it, that's what I would want.
Yeah. I mean, I think that more of ours will last over.
I think it will, but like you said, it would have been perfect to have that backup one, just in case.
I think he only wanted 1,200. Probably could have got it for $1,000.
It would have gotten you by for
Still
sure.
on the shelves.
He said he'd used it that last year and it
Yeah.
worked perfect. So.
Dukes Alice.
But
I think it was a SM45 or something like that. Not huge, but it was.
he said he'd call if that guy backed out. So.
Yeah, he probably won't.
He probably won't.
Smart he won't.
But that's all. So keep it real, keep farming. See you next time.
Yep.
Bye.